Here we go. All right, so we're going to go over getting our calendar set up here in our account. So if we go to calendar, hit calendar settings, we see our calendars here. First thing is this basic calendar is going to act as our syncing calendar, two-way sync to like our Google, Outlook, whatever other calendars we have, so we don't get double booked in our account or in other places. So we hit the little pencil, we change this to be our first name, we come down and we select us as the team member for this base calendar. We don't book things on this calendar for syncing purposes only. Next thing is on each calendar that we make in the future, we want to make sure that we, the team member, are selected on this calendar. And then based on the location, so we can either have this be maybe a Zoom meeting, we could have this be the address of our clinic, wherever this meeting is going to take place is where the location is going to be. So this is a 15-minute Zoom discovery call. We would want this to be Zoom once we connect our Zoom. Right now we'll leave it as custom because we don't have our Zoom connected yet. Right, then the complementary soft tissue calendar, we're going to go here, click Jessica again. All right, then we're going to go over here to connections. And when you are logged in as yourself, so we're going to log in as Jessica here. All right, Jessica, you ready to log into some stuff?
Yes,
right.
maybe.
So we're going to try log into your Zoom, and then we're going to try and log into your Gmail to try to get some calendar syncing going. So we have calendar here. This is where we're going to connect our calendars to sync. And video conferencing, this is where we're going to connect our Zoom. So we'll do our Google first. So we're going to hit add new calendar. And then we go and try and log into some stuff. I'm going to hit pause on the recording here. All right, so then we log into whatever Google thing we want to do. We do the security code verification, hit continue. We're going to allow it so we can start seeing our calendar stuff on here. Going to connect it there. So whatever our main calendar is, so when we have things that book inside of the system that we want them to show up on our Gmail, when we put things on our Gmail calendar and we want them to show up in the system so it blocks our availability, we're going to do a two-way sync to that base calendar. So we're going to click advanced settings, two-way sync the base calendar and save it. And this will basically mirror those two calendars so they're the same on both sides, which is the best way for how we do it. Now, if we have additional calendars, so this is the one calendar that we're going to like make appointments on out of the system. Now, if we have other calendars that we'd like to check for conflicts, like our personal calendar, multiple clinic calendars, whatever you have going on, we can just add more calendars here. So we can click add new. We can add more calendars, more accounts. So if we have another Google account that we need to add here, then we can go ahead and add that in. And you can come in here and do this after. You don't have to do it right now, but it just makes it a conflict calendar that it's going to look on here and see if there's any appointments. And then if there are not, it's going to check the conflict calendars, and there'll kind of be a list here. And you can go in, you can pick which conflict calendars you want to look at, the specific calendars inside of that account. Second thing, we're going to log into our Zoom. So we go video conferencing, add new, click in Zoom. And what email address is linked with your Zoom here? Or is it on your Google?
Yeah, you have now added the Lead Connector app.
There we go. All right, so what this means, so once we connect our Zoom up here, this means that when we have a calendar, such as a 15-minute discovery call calendar, we would like to meet this person not in the clinic, but we'd like to meet them on Zoom. So we change the meeting location to Zoom, and then this person, it's going to generate a random meeting code, a Zoom meeting link, and send that to you and the client. So then you can log in to the meeting there.
Oh, incredible.
Yeah, and put on your calendar, put on their calendar. It's great. So for this meeting calendar, we can kind of type the name of the calendar. We can type the description. We can change the link to the calendar. So like this is not super appealing to the eye, so we could change this to like Rocket Ship PT 15 minutes or something like that. A little bit more appealing to the eye. And then we can set our availability for when we would like to accept these calls. So someone clicks on the calendar link, well, what times are going to show up? This is where we can start to kind of restrict, like, oh, I only want to be available at 8 to 12 or 5 to 7. You can make breaks and you can say, hey, I'll take calls from 8 to 10, and then I'll take calls from, 3 to 5, and you can kind of, kind of set your availability for here for when you would like someone to be able to book on this specific calendar. So this is where you can kind of set your availability. We don't change the availability on the base calendar. We just change the availability on each individual calendar. That is the most correct way to do it.
Okay.
It's gonna give me that thing again. Geez, that is annoying, whatever that thing is. Once we have the location set to Zoom for the 15-minute discovery call calendar, go and flick on and activate that calendar. So that calendar, no one delete it. So now that calendar is good to go. So kind of the other kind of calendar, it's like a complementary soft tissue session. So say you're setting up your table in the community and you're going to be at this particular gym or yoga studio from 8 to 12 on a Saturday. You want people to sign up for a little 20-minute complementary soft tissue sessions. Then we would just kind of use the second calendar. And instead of picking Zoom as the location, we can pick a custom location. We can type in the address. 123 any street, Raleigh, North Carolina, whatever. And this is going to be the location where this thing is going to take place. Again, we can change this complimentary rocket ship 20, whatever you'd like for the link to be. And then we can set our availability. This is going to be specifically on a Saturday. So we can pick the Saturday. So it'll be May 3rd from 8 to 12. There we go. And submit. Then people are only going to be able to book times between 8 and 12. Our meeting interval is going to be every 20 minutes. So it'll be like, 8, 8:20, 8:40, 9, 9:20, 9:40. Meeting duration is going to be 20 minutes. And then people are going to be able to kind of sign up for those spots here. Save. Then close. And we can go ahead and turn on that calendar. So the easiest way to send a calendar link is to kind of use the share button here. And this link is ready to go. So if we go ahead and pull this up here, we're going to get some options for some dates and times. We would be able to book some stuff. So if we wanted to book 8:15 next Thursday, name, email, phone, schedule. It's going to send them a Zoom link. It's going to send us stuff. So we're able to kind of book that stuff.
Link in whatever.
You can stick that link wherever.
Email, on your Insta, in your lead magnet, whatever. Cool.
If we want a little more control over like what that URL is, and maybe we want to make that calendar page look a little bit prettier, go over here to DPT Revenue Accelerator and like the 15-minute discovery call template. We got a link in your domain. Maybe we'll do that next time. But we have a temporary domain here, and you could change, what you want this URL to be, /, DC.
And that's the template
really clean.
for what they see.
This is the template for like the actual like web page.
Oh, okay.
So we can make this, cleaner, and then we pick which calendar we'd like to show up on this page. So discover call calendar, and then we can customize all of this. We can put pictures, text, our map, our logo. We can customize this look. We could send this funnel link to them, which is a little bit nicer looking instead of just like the calendar by itself. If you want to dress it up, you don't have to. It's optional. Put this, and then over here. So anytime that we are working on a funnel or website and we hit save, this little sidebar is going to pop in. This is the title. It's like when I open this preview, the title right here, it says Extra Mile Rehab. That title is what we can change right here. So we say this is going to be Rocket Ship Physical Therapy. This is going to be the calendar. Authors, Dr. Jessica. Social image, we'll just leave that out for now because I don't have the little file. We update it, we save it, We publish it. And then this page here is ready to be pushed out to people. You set the little box here at the top right. It gives us our URL right here. Rocketship PT temp URL /simple discovery call. We can copy and paste. We can put this on our Instagram. We make QR codes that point to this, whatever we'd like. And then kind of the last piece of the puzzle here is the actual automation. Like, what are the actual emails and texts that go out when people book on that calendar? So we go to automations, revenue accelerator automations, 15-minute discovery call. And this is where it's going to be appointment status. It's in this calendar. It's confirmed because they booked it. And then we're able to see the confirmation email. You can go in here and you can, edit this here, the Zoom link. Don't touch the Zoom link because it's already set up correctly. The appointment date and time and their time zone, leave that alone because it'll autofill that in with whatever information for that appointment. Don't mess with the first name because it's going to plug in their first name. And then you can kind of edit, your name in business there. Confirmation SMS, same kind of thing. You can kind of edit these. And it's going to send a reminder 24 hours before the appointment, 1 hour before the appointment, 5 minutes before to try to make sure that they're showing up to the appointment. But you can come in here and edit the, what's going on. You can chat with 24/7 support if you get lost. Yeah, just clicking through here, kind of seeing like how these different pieces kind of work together. Now the texting won't work until we get all this submitted and everything for you, which we will get it fixed because we have that SS4 letter you sent us. We'll be able to submit that with your submission to get that approved.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's kind of a summary of the calendars, the Zoom, the automations for the calendars, and putting the calendar inside of a funnel to help it kind of look nice.